Slenderman. Slenderman is one of the internet's most infamous urban legends and creepypastas, known for stalking, tormenting, and driving his victims insane. An extremely tall guy who should have picked a career in the NBA over lurking in the woods, also being faceless and dressed in a black suit, he lurks in the shadows, causing paranoia and mental deterioration in those he targets, trying to steal his 8 crayon drawings. His supernatural presence is marked by eerie electronic interference, affecting cameras, radios, televisions, and so on. Slenderman rarely attacks outright. Instead, he slowly drives his victims insane, appearing when they are most vulnerable. While his motivations remain a mystery, he is often associated with child abductions and brainwashing people into becoming his followers. But thankfully, that's fiction. With several games behind his belt and an absolute dogshit movie. Screw it. Let's rank how dangerous each one is as well. The SCP Foundation. The SCP Foundation is a massive collaborative writing project centered around a secretive organization dedicated to securing, containing, and protecting anomalous entities, objects, and phenomena. Technically, not really counting as a creepypasta, even though some count as it. It functions as a shadow government. The Foundation meticulously documents and studies supernatural, scientific, and reality-defying occurrences to secure global peace. Instead of outright destroying anomalies, which may piss off some other organization, they focus on containment. Each anomaly is designated an SCP number and assigned an object class based on its containment difficulty, rather than its inherent threat level. Safe SCPs might be incredibly powerful but easy to secure, while Keter-class entities can be nearly harmless yet impossible to contain. So for example, a button which when pressed the entire universe deletes itself can be contained in a box, and nothing happens. It'll be safe class. But a snail which can always escape the box will be classified as Keter.
Attention all Class D personnel. Please enter the containment chamber.
Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer is one of the most well-known characters in all of creepypastas, and being the one with an ungodly amount of 2012 DeviantArt fan art. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Originally introduced in a 2011 story, our good old pal Jeff, born Jeffrey Woods, was a teenager who moved to a new neighborhood with his family, with his brother Lou. After Jeff defended himself and his brother from bullies, he was severely burned in an attack, causing his mental state to break. Upon waking up in the hospital, Jeff found his face disfigured but claimed to love his new appearance, whilst everyone around him was horrified.
Oh my God!
That night, he carved a permanent smile. After overhearing his parents planning to game-end him, he instead game-ended them and later game-ended his brother Lou, telling him, Jeff then became a serial killer. Great. Targeting victims at night. He is often depicted wearing a white hoodie, wielding a knife, and possessing unnatural stealth and speed. The origins of his infamous image remain debated, with when this video is uploaded still not being found. The Russian Sleep Experiment. The Russian Sleep Experiment creepypasta appeared around 2010. It's about a fictional, yes fictional, this isn't a real story, about a secret Soviet experiment in the late 1940s, where 5 political prisoners were kept awake for 15 days using an experimental gas stimulant. Initially, they were cooperative, but then the subjects descended into madness, paranoia, and self-inflicted injuries. By the time researchers intervened, the prisoners had become violent, resistant to sedation, and obsessed with staying awake, like it was a Mr. Beast challenge. A chilling moment occurs when a subject, during surgery without anesthesia, demands, "Keep cutting." The climax reveals the last survivor claiming they embody the darkness hidden within all humans, before being game-ended by a researcher. Also no, this picture isn't real, it's a prop. Herobrine. Herobrine is a Minecraft creepypasta about a ghostly player haunting the game. Yes, a Steve skin with 2 pixels changed horrified every child in that era. First mentioned in a 4chan post, the story described a player encountering Herobrine on a single-player world. Strange structures, like pyramids and tunnels, appeared in the world, making the player become schizophrenic and question if there's another player there. Herobrine gained massive popularity when streamer Copeland staged a hoax, photoshopping Herobrine into screenshots and reacting dramatically to an in-game sighting during a live stream. Another streamer, Patamus, contributed to the myth, but later admitted it was fake. Despite being debunked, Herobrine remains a key part of Minecraft folklore, inspiring mods, memes, and in-game sightings, with Mojang even jokingly adding "removed Herobrine" to official update patch notes. Eyeless Jack. Eyeless Jack is a creepypasta character originating from a 2012 horror story. He's a mysterious stalker who likes to diabolically lick organs. At the age of 19, our good old pal Jack, a college student, was used by a cult as a human sacrifice, which involved the removal of his eyes and a liquid mixture of hot tar and blood being poured into his sockets. Yeah, something tells me this wasn't pleasing. The sacrifice failed, resulting in the ritual accidentally turning Jack into this abomination kidney-eating monster he is now. So yeah, canonically, what he's wearing isn't a mask that leaks ooze, that's his face. Here's the original story, involving Jack. In a forest, our home dog Mitch moves in with his brother Edwin after losing their home. A week later, he wakes with a gash on his cheek and learns at the hospital that his kidney was surgically removed overnight. I wonder who could have done that. That night, Mitch wakes to find Eyeless Jack standing over him. He takes a photo before Jack attacks, clawing his chest. Mitch escapes into the woods, but is knocked unconscious. Upon waking in the hospital, Mitch learns Edwin was game-ended. Returning home, he finds Edwin's corpse and his own kidney nearby, partially eaten and covered in a black substance. So yeah, Jack really likes kidneys.
Don't worry yourself. I'm not going to kill you. I only need a piece of you.
NES Godzilla. The NES Godzilla is a horror story and probably one of the longest creepypastas ever. It follows Zack, who plays a haunted version of Godzilla, monster of monsters for the NES, hence the name. At first, this game was nostalgic, but soon he realizes the game is corrupted, with glitches trapping him in battles and unexpected monsters replacing original ones. As he progresses, the game grows increasingly sinister, introducing a demonic entity called Red, a skeletal red spider, whatever the hell monster that distorts the game into a nightmarish experience. Red's presence is deeply personal, tied to Zack's deceased girlfriend. Red has Zack's girlfriend's soul and is also responsible for her death. Red's whole plan was to take over her body, to do random stuff on Earth, put the pieces together yourself. That didn't really work. So he just game-ended her out of spite. Also, here's another kicker, with Red also being able to physically harm Zack in the real world. The creepypasta is notable for its use of fictional screenshots, which really does enhance its immersion. That a fan game was in development, with a demo released in 2017, but production unfortunately shut down in 2023.
You are not leaving, you pathetic worm. It's too late now. Only one will survive.
Smile Dog. Smile Dog is the main antagonist of their creepypasta, also known as Smile.jpg. This dog, who isn't a good boy as a supernatural entity, takes the form of a grinning Siberian husky with human-like teeth, appearing in a haunted image that drives viewers insane, like me after seeing the new Minecraft movie trailer. Victims have reported relentless nightmares where Smile Dog urges them to spread the word by sharing this JPEG file, threatening torment or game-ending them if they refuse. Some even receive physical copies in the mail. How kind of him. Victims experience persistent hallucinations and nightmares, often linked to epileptic episodes. Smile Dog is portrayed as a cruel, manipulative entity that invades dreams, shapeshifts, and in some versions, crosses into reality to claim victims' souls. His sadistic nature ensures that once someone sees Smile.jpge, their suffering has only just begun.
Every time you try to cover your ears, you will hear me.
And once again, here's my tier list. Thanks for watching.